So we're going to solve these fraction problems by having a bit of a focus and see if we can use the lowest common multiples to help us. So in this particular case, you can see the denominators 12 and 8. Now, with a bit of thought, you can see that, well, they definitely share some common factors, like 2, for example. 4 is another one. So we'll have a bit of a think about lowest common multiples here, and that might help us out. Because if we want to rename to have a different denominator, okay, so that we can actually solve the problem. Now, we can go 12 times 8, okay, and that would make a denominator of 96. You can do that. But 96 is a big number, and there might be a lower number we can use for both of these denominators. So what I like to do to try and find the lowest common multiple is I take the largest and I put down the multiples of the largest one at a time, and I test for divisibility by the smallest one. So I'm saying, okay, does the multiple of the largest number, is it divisible by 8? In this case, the first multiple of 12, so 12 times 1, is not divisible by 8, so forget 12. 12 can't be used. So what's the next multiple of 12? 24. And again, I asked the question, is 24 divisible by 8? The answer is yes. So great. That means we can use 24 as our denominator instead of 96. So I just need to find the numerators. So however I got from 8 to 24, that's how I'm going to get from 3 to the new numerator. So I times by 3, so I got to times the top by 3. Whatever I do to the denominator, I got to do to the numerator. So 3 times 3 is 9. So that 3/8 can be renamed as 9/24. And to get from 12 to 24, I times by 2. So I got to times by 2 the numerator, and that's 14. And now I can complete the problem. I know I'm dealing with 24ths. 14 minus 9 is 5. Completed. Let's try this one over here. So again, I've got 3/5 minus 9/20, and actually this one I can easily see that I can rename as 20ths because 5 definitely goes into 20ths. So let's just rename that. That'll be, I don't need to rename it down here, but I'll rewrite it. So it'll be 9/20ths, right? And this one here, to get to 20ths, so times by 4, times by 4. So that's going to be 3 times 4 is 12. So that's going to be 3/20ths. That was an easy one. This one over here, oh, again, I can see quite simply 8 does go into 24. We know that from our very first problem. So I just need to rename. So 3/24ths. To get to 24ths, I multiply by 3. Multiply by 3. So that's going to be 15. So 15 minus 3 is 12/24ths. I can simplify from there by dividing by 12. Divide by 12. And that gives me 12 divided by 12 is 1. 24 divided by 12 is 2. So the answer is a half.